Are you a cycle breaker? What do I mean by that? I'm talking about the intergenerational trauma. Have you seen or have you have someone in your family when a child is born, we might say he or she is just like grandparents or like a parent or a mother. That means that they have genetically inherited certain skills, talents from their lineage. The interesting part is not just the skills and talents, but we also inherit the trauma, which we might not be aware of because we always don't know what has happened 3 or 4 generations back. And we are the result of everything that has happened to our lineage. So we inherit everything that they have gone through, and we already have it in us. We have it in us. It's not triggered yet. So it's like, yeah, it's in the genetic coding. All the stressors, all the toxins, all the sensitivities, the chemical and the environmental, everything we have inherited. Now, when I say, are you the cycle breaker? What I mean is, sometimes we get triggered. Sometimes we are not able to eat certain foods that gives us some kind of issues. And sometimes we might just feel, not very good for no reason. And we don't even know why. Sometimes we do, but sometimes we don't. Now this is intergenerational trauma. Is there something that I don't even know and I'm reacting to it? Because something has happened back in the generational lineage, but then it was not resolved there. So that got passed on to us, to our parents, and then to our kids through us. So at Best Healing Solutions, I use something called Miasm Scan, where we find out what are the traumas, what are the sensitivities, what are the chemicals that, we are kind of vulnerable to, and then we need to find those to kind of clear it. And that scan helps us really find out all the frequencies that we have kind of inherited from the lineage. I do want to say that this is not about blaming the lineage. This is not about telling someone, you didn't do this, you don't know that, you didn't know. This is not about blame. This is about looking at this whole equation with compassion. They did what they could do best, and we do what we could do best. And the goal is to not pass on these sensitivities, these triggers, this emotional baggage, this genetic coding of things that we've gone through to the next generation, to our offsprings, and then so on and so forth. The goal is to kind of clear it, because once we clear that from our field, we clear that from our offsprings too. And we stop the cycle from going forward. That's what I mean by a cycle breaker. Now, the type of issues that I have seen is certain disease patterns like diabetes, cholesterol, heart issues runs in the family. Certain behavioral patterns that runs in the family, the way certain person talks, the way they react to certain things, the way they kind of approach the life, their perspective for life. And I've also seen certain beliefs are passed on to us. So beliefs to do with the relationships, beliefs to do with wealth accumulation. There could be any beliefs about anything. So these are the sort of things that you can kind of look into, and those are the cues. Another factor that affects whether all of these things are going to affect you in your life is the trauma that you might have gone through in the childhood. So if as a child there were no cues of nurturing, emotional support, or disturbances in the family, then this would have even a bigger impact, and the symptoms will be triggered even earlier. This is the reason why we see that, the diseases that were getting triggered a few while back, like some time back, was the diseases were getting triggered at the age of 50, 60. Then we saw that it came down to 30, 40, and now even at 20 and 30, people are getting this. So why is it so? It is because the environmental conditions, like what were the environment of the house when you were growing up? Was there nurturing? Was there support? Was there care? Did you feel that you had somebody with you who kind of is there for you? So all of these factors would affect, and also the toxin exposure, the chemicals, the environmental chemicals like pesticides, herbicides, the heavy metals, everything has gone up in the usage. So all of these are also affecting your body and the healing process and how and when the trauma will be triggered. This is exactly where muscle testing comes in place. Find out what it is that we are reacting to in terms of toxins, and also find out where is it coming from, like the lineage. What is it that we need to find? So we clear toxins, we clear emotions, and we also clear the pathogens. Yeah, so if you are interested in finding out more, contact me, Pooja at besthealingsolutions.com.